Now, if you're considering trying traditional locks, I'm gonna look into the camera as I say this. Don't do anything permanent to your hair unless you are absolutely sure this is what you want to do. Don't do anything permanent to your pretty micro locks unless you're absolutely sure this is what you want to do, because there is no going back. There is zero going back. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you've subscribed, thank you so much. If you're gonna subscribe, thank you so much. I recently combined 550 micro locks or sister locks into 55 traditional locks. So if you are someone with micro locks or sister locks and you're thinking about going to have traditional locks but you don't want to cut off all your hair and start all over again, or if you're someone that is considering getting locks and you're not sure whether to do micro locks or traditional locks, then I think this video is helpful and you should continue watching. Do I regret it? Drum roll. No, I don't. I don't regret it. Not one bit, not 1 second, not one day. Do I regret how I did it? No. Could I? Do I have some regrets in how I did it? Kinda.
I feel like I could have done it even better.
I think the method that I use is so chef's kiss. But there are some cautionary statements that I should say. It's that I've done this for only 3 months. So who knows over time what my hair is going to look like. I combine my micro locks. I'm not concerned, but I do have some thoughts as to, will this always look so good? Only time will tell, right? But right now I'm loving it. So I have no regrets. Now, if you're considering trying traditional locks, I'm going to look into the camera as I say this. Don't do anything permanent to your hair unless you are absolutely sure this is what you want to do. I've had micro locks for the better part of 5 years, almost 5 years. And I started my micro locks during the pandemic, and I would have done them professionally, but it was a pandemic, and I'm very impatient when it comes to my hair. Like, if I have an idea and I think it's going to work, or if I believe I can do something, I will just go ahead and do it, especially when it comes to hair. I'm a little confident when it comes to hair, even though I'm not a hairdresser. I've never studied hair or anything like that. I just have this philosophy that nobody's gonna care about your hair more than you do. And I've had experiences with professionals where I'm like, in my mind, I could have done a better job than this. This doesn't even look how I want it to look. So I kind of, from young, I've started doing my own hair, so I'm very mostly confident when it comes to doing my own hair. If you're not very confident in your ability to do hair, is this something that you should do? Maybe not. I'm not someone that's like, oh, it's just hair, because it's not just hair. You put a lot of money, effort, time into grooming your hair, and now you can go somewhere and they just mess it all up. How are you gonna feel? I'd rather me mess it up, me know that I just burned all that time, energy, and money that I had put in my hair, then I pay someone to do that to my hair. That's why I don't really go to hairdressers. When I had micro locks, I did have someone to do my reties, and they did my reties for about the first, I want to say, 3 years before I took over. And I just wasn't comfortable with doing my own reties because my hair was still, it wasn't locked. I was not confident that I would not merge them together, and I trusted this loctician. But once I felt confident that, hey, I can maintain my hair myself, I just went for it, and I was able to. So that's just my little cautionary statement, is if you're not confident about doing your own hair, get confident. You can do it. But if you're not confident, don't do anything permanent, because you may later regret it, and nothing worse feeling than doing something and regretting it, right? Okay. Point number 1, get micro locks if you style your hair a lot. And if you're rocking a wig, or you're rocking weaves, or you're rocking your loose natural hair, if you style your hair a lot. I do not. This is how my hair is 85% of the year. Down. It's not even up. It's just straight down. It's not braid out. It's not twist out. And I remember when I was thinking about getting micro locks, I was watching all these YouTube videos and pretty
braid
outs and twist outs, because hey, that's content, right? You did a braid out, you're going to want to record it. But I did probably in my almost 5 years of having micro locks, I probably did 2 braid outs. Okay, fine, 3. I just never did it. Who has that energy? Some people do. I'm not one of those people. So if you're not someone that styles your hair, you're kind of missing the whole point of having micro locks, because micro locks to me looks best styled. It looks best when it's curled because it gives you volume. Whereas traditional locks, you're already getting that volume because it's big locks on your head, you know? So as my hair was locking, it was looking more stringy and I wasn't caring to style it. I wasn't. 4C hair, my hair takes a while to dry. I have a lot of hair on my head. It was taking a while to dry. So it's just, you're going to wear braids all day. Let me not go off on a tangent. But if you're someone that styles your hair, then you probably will eat wearing traditional microlocks. Excuse me. You will probably, look wonderful wearing traditional oh my gosh. You look wonderful wearing microlocks because you will style the hair and it'll look so beautiful with your braid out and da-da-da. I don't do any of that. Okay, point 2, flexibility. And I guess this goes into styling, right? Microlocks are so flexible. Right? There was this idea that I had in my head that my microlocks would look like just loose hair, but like straight and long and natural. Like I have a vision that my microlocks, when they grew long, will look like kinky straight hair, but they're locks because they're so tiny. And because I started my own locks and I started them on 2-strand twists, I made them so tiny. And I eventually had to combine some, but I made them so tiny because how I made them is how I wanted them to look. And I didn't get that. My microlocks look like microlocks. To the naked eye, they look like microlocks. Some people, their locks do look like loose hair from far away. Traditional locks are less flexible. But again, like I said, if you don't style your hair, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I mean, when I had microlocks, when it was in that cute afro-y phase that people call the ugly phase, I thought it was the most beautiful phase because it looks like an afro, but it's locked. So you don't have to go through all of the hassle of detangling your afro, but you have the beauty of the afro or the afro bob. I thought microlocks I thought that face was just so beautiful. And I would used to do these puffs, and I used to do more styling back then. I do like the little puff. What else did I love to do? I used to love doing the half up, half down. I love to do the, little couple of locks down my face. But as the time went on, and after I got out of that phase, and it got into what I thought was the ugly phase, which is when it's at this awkward length. It's not ugly, awkward phase. Everyone goes through it. And it's probably more awkward when you have traditional locks because you can't even do, I see people do the puff with their short traditional locks, and it looks so cute. It looks so beautiful. But, it's just less flexible than microlocks. That's the truth of it. Next point. Maintenance. Let me look into the camera when I say this, because some people come on this nice YouTube and come lie to you. Microlocks are not low maintenance. Let me say it again. Microlocks are not low maintenance. No, they're not. They're not low maintenance. Between the reties that you're going to have to do, the time, the expense, the traveling, and if you do it yourself, the even more time, they're not low maintenance. You know what is low maintenance? This right here. This right here is low maintenance. This right here, if you're someone that's lazy when it comes to hair, you don't style your hair, you just want someone to get up and go, but feel confident. Because if you're not someone that likes to deal with hair, think again before you get microlocks. I'm very lazy when it comes to my hair. I like the idea of getting up and going. I love that idea. You can do that with microlocks, but as those weeks go by and it's coming close to retie time, you got to go. You got to get them retied or else it's going to break off. And I said in my last video, there are tons of videos, pros and cons of microlocks, but I feel like sometimes people are not honest. It is a lot of maintenance. It is. Every 4 or 6 weeks, it's like this looming stress. You feel the new growth. And you're just like, oh my God, I gotta retie my hair. Especially once you start retying yourself, you're just like, oh my God. And if you have someone doing it for you, then if you're doing it for you for free, that's amazing. But you're paying at least $200, $150, $80 at best. And maybe some of you watching are like $200. I pay more than that. To retie your hair every 4 to 6 weeks. That's an expense. So not only is it high maintenance, it's expensive. Whereas this, I do nothing. I just wake up and go. It's amazing. Like, I've wasted so much money. No, I wouldn't say I wasted so much money because I did take over and start doing my own reties. But it's just so much time that I just get back because now I don't have to retie. That part was awful. It's not low maintenance. They need to stop lying. It's awful. Okay, let me just show you my hair. I just feel like I should show you. Like, why do it? Why do the stress? I mean, I'm kidding, because microlocks are beautiful, but I'm such an advocate now for traditional locks. I'm such an advocate. I'm such an advocate. Like, who has that time? So they're not, I digress. They are not low maintenance. They are high maintenance. And last point is microlocks can look scanty and scalpy. My microlocks first started to look scalpy, and many things can contribute to this. You're doing your retightening too tight. That was my issue, I think. The retightenings were too tight. There was no reason for my scalp to be looking scalpy. Too tight retightenings. Too often retightenings. They say 4 to 6 weeks. You probably can stretch it. Sometimes I was doing 6 to 8. Stress. Lower that stress in your life. Whatever is the source of stress, try and lower it, because that will also, make your hair look scalpy. I've just been maintaining my traditional locks by wrapping my hairs that are growing around my lock I just twist it into the lock. But that's how I've been maintaining it. Will I do a retwist? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell if the method that I even did with my locks will work and succeed. It's only been 3 months. Lastly, just being a little introspective here. Ever since I've gotten traditional locks, I've stopped looking at women for lock inspiration. Like, I am finally my own lock inspiration. And I feel like that's an indicator as to whether you're content with how your hair looks. Is how often are you going on Pinterest to look at hair? When I had microlocks, I was constantly doing this, constantly comparing my locks to other women, constantly like, it's just, I can't wait for my hair to grow to like here. I can't wait for it to look like that. And I get it. It's part of visualizing. It's nice. But I find that I'm not even doing that with my traditional locks. And I feel like it's because I'm genuinely content with how my hair looks. It could be partially that my hair is now growing longer and it's become a length that I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is cute. Now my hair is like, not long, but it's getting there. But I honestly also just feel like I think there were some things about microlocks, between the scalp showing and it looking stringy and it not looking uniform, because, I started my locks myself. And I think microlocks, for it to look good, I wouldn't say it's for it to look good, but I find like when it's very uniform, it looks the prettiest. Whereas traditional locks, you don't have to worry about them all looking perfectly uniform. But I just find that with the traditional locks, I'm just so much more content with how my hair is and how my hair looks. I'm just way more content. So, yeah. I feel that do whatever you feel you got to do to get to a place where you feel happy and content with your hair, and you're not comparing your hair, and it's not, causing you mild stress. Like, me not being happy with my hair, it's a big deal. Your hair is a big part of your presentation. It's a big part of how you communicate how you feel about yourself and who you are to the world. And I want to communicate to the world that I'm comfortable rocking my natural hair, and I can show up and feel beautiful rocking my natural hair. And so a big part of that was making sure that my natural hair did look good. And then again, like I said, I'm not a big styler. I don't like to style my hair. So it was bothering me to feel like, for me to be happy with how I look with my locks, I would start having to style it and manipulate it and do braid outs and all this. No. Do the hairstyle that you feel is confident. So I would never tell a woman who's wearing a wig and weave that she got to start wearing her hair natural or give herself locks. Like, do whatever makes you feel confident, because at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. Do you feel confident in how you show up in the world? And I can say, with my traditional locks, I feel very confident. Okay, so that's it. That's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how I achieved it, how I've done it. So stay tuned. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you found it useful a little bit, I mean, it's more of a talking video, then please feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you.